Hi, in this video I'm going to be doing some more multiplying of polynomials. This case, we're talking about some special rules that might exist, specifically just the difference of squares and the perfect square. Now, I'm going to do this the long way, and then I just want you to recognize that it's actually the exact opposite of the factoring problems that we did all last semester. We did so much factoring. So I hope you realize whenever we get done, you're like, oh, that looks so familiar, okay, because that's the idea. First of all, in each of these cases, it's really a FOIL problem. So when you see x plus 4, x minus 4, switch it, same number, right? X plus 4, x minus 4. Think of the factoring that we did, and when you ended up with an x minus 4, x plus 4, okay? If I FOIL it out, you're going to see the result will be this, ready? First terms, x times x is x squared. Outer terms, minus 4 times positive x would be negative 4x. Inner terms, positive 4 times x is plus 4x. Last terms, be careful, positive 4 times a negative 4 gives me a negative 16. And you'll notice here that the middle two terms go away, and I'm left with x squared minus 16. You remember those factoring problems where we started with x squared minus 16 and we factored it out and did x plus 4 minus x minus 4 as the answer? Okay, well, really what you were doing, factoring, is the opposite of multiplying polynomials. So we're going to end up with some stuff that looks pretty familiar here. That's what I'm saying, okay? So just keep that in mind if you ever end up with something like this. That way it makes it a little bit easier to get something, let's say x plus 9, x minus 9. You know you're going to end up with x squared minus 81, okay? It's just nice to be able to jump straight to that because you understand that those two things are really the same statement, okay? They really say the same thing. Okay, how about the perfect square? The idea with this, and really the reason I want to show you the long way to do this, is because this square gets often confused, okay? Let me show you the incorrect way to do it first, okay? This is the bad way. People will take the square and just say, well, really, if I got x plus 3 and it's squared, shouldn't that just be x squared plus 9? I squared the x and I squared the 3. I'm done, right? And the problem is this. One, that's terrible, okay? Because it doesn't mean what this means, okay? It's not the same thing. Because what you've done is you've forgotten a pretty important term there in the middle. What this x plus 3 squared means is it means I'm going to take the entire chunk of stuff inside the parentheses, I'm going to multiply it by itself. And so now it becomes a FOIL problem, and you'll see here that if I do x times x, that gives me x squared. Inner terms, or outer terms, means 3 times x plus 3x. Inner terms is 3 times x, which is 3x. And last terms is 9, 3 times 3. And so when I combine like terms, it's not x squared plus 9 like we previously thought. It's not as easy as just squaring each thing individually. Really what it is x squared plus 6x plus 9. So you completely forgot that 6x in the middle. Let's do the same problem, this time with an x minus 3. Okay, one more example, and then you can cross out this one here. You see I X'd it out because it was a dumb example for me to try to put on a video. This really means not x squared minus 9, which is the shortcut that a lot of people like to take that's incorrect. It really means x minus 3 times x minus 3. It's that entire chunk times itself. When I FOIL it out, I end up with x squared minus 3x, inner terms, minus 3x, again, and then be careful, negative 3 times negative 3 gives me a positive 9. And so I end up with x squared minus 6x's from combining like terms plus 9. Really, once again, it's paying attention to the positives and negatives that's going to screw people up here, okay? But the big idea here is that whenever you get an x minus 3 squared, you don't just square each term to get x squared minus 9, because that's the typical mistake, is people say this, okay? They say x squared minus 9. No, do not do that, please. FOIL it out and get the correct answer. Hopefully that makes sense. Next video should be fairly straightforward. It's just calculating the volume of geometric figure.